So, what these people want, in my opinion, let's not use the word gang stalker. I'll just say gang stalkers or targeted individuals. The people who may be harassing me and people like you. Well, I know for sure someone is definitely harassing my business. Must be little green man from Mars. I don't know. But anyway, there's the hacking is one. There's some people say, like people watching them. Like, they're walking down the street and they see people watching them. Now, you got to realize once this hits you, it hits you. You become aware that something is wrong. Now, you may not know exactly if you've lost something or what's happening, but you're psychologically now tense. It's like you've drawn a breath, you've inhaled a breath, and you're afraid to exhale. You're going to become ultra paranoid, you're going to become ultra tense, you're going to become ultra vigilant. Now, when I say paranoid, I don't mean like you're going to go crazy, which is pretty much what they want. They're looking for the paranoia. They're trying to force the paranoia on you to make you seem like you're just a paranoid lunatic. Just a paranoid lunatic who is seeing spies everywhere and hearing sounds everywhere and imagining that you're getting hacked and this and that and that and that. And the more that they take from you, or the more they have to gain from doing whatever they're doing to you, is more of these little tidbits they're going to be adding into the mix to get the appropriate reactions from us. Paranoia, heightened paranoia. Some people start suspecting their friends and their families of doing this to them. They're walking down the street and they see somebody walking normally getting on their business, and they might see something about them that triggers this whole thing, and they start to become paranoid about that person, and that might just be an innocent person. Now, that's not your fault. Remember, these things were thrusted upon us. We didn't ask them. Even if we attracted them into our lives, they still have to have their own utter disregard for law enforcement and no morality, no conscience, no empathy to keep doing what they're doing and administering to us. They have to bypass their own filters, even if we attracted them into our lives. They still have to keep at it, because they bypass a lot of human filters, almost giving up their humanity to become these things that just crimes against humanity, basically. So what it is like you will find that a lot of depends on how much they have to gain and how much we have to lose, and whatever is in the pot, whatever is in the till, whatever they're hoping to gain from it. Like if the bounty is big, if it's a group thing, I don't know, whatever. But it depends on the size of the booty, right? You know what the booty is, the money, loot, change, dinero, pesos, whatever they're getting. Well, it depends on the size of it. They will put a lot of those into the mix. Some people are not hearing that voice. And I was watching a video just now from 7 years ago. A guy on Dr. Phil, he was hearing voices. And calm, just like me and you. And he knows that it's not his own. And he's not hearing voices because he's not schizophrenic. They're actually talking to him. There's a theme to the things this voice is saying. Now, somebody who just out to bamboozle us is not going to hear what I'm saying. They will get keywords that they're listening for and then try to chew us up and spit us out. I really don't give a crap. It is what it is. They are on YouTube, which is free to do whatever they want. And I am here to say what is my truth and my reality. However, which way they take that, well, I can't really help that. That's on them. Because I don't go looking for people to antagonize on the internet. I'm just here stating my story as it unfolds. Hopefully, if it helps someone to get a grip, to get some clarity. Well, you're not alone in the world. You're not going through this alone. That it's happening to other people like you out there. And I might be one of them. So what they'll do to me is, like, some people hear the voice, some people don't. Some people get hacked, some people don't. Some people have people, making noises outside their house. Some people, water with the chlorine is being affected. Some people are not. Some people are getting maybe a lot of spamming, telephone calls, all kinds of things. Like when this started at first, in 2020, I moved out. I had a friend who helped me to come here to Oklahoma. We both of us started getting these calls from supposedly from the IRS, from the FBI, from immigration, asking to see personal items, wanting to know how I got my visa to come into this country, wanting to know what was the procedure I used, how did I get my visa. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to tell me. I got a legitimate visa. I walked in the embassy. I had my courage. I asked for my visa and I got it. And that's my truth and that's my reality. I even remember the person's name who gave it to me. I don't know anybody. Nobody was there. Just the person who stamped the visa. I had to do a little begging and groveling, but I got it. But the thing is, I don't know if they were doing that to try to threaten me. Well, I need to keep my mouth shut. No. And they were all Hispanic people. The thing to note with this is that they were all Hispanic people. They were calling him too. They were calling him, wanting to see his PayPal account of certain accounts and all these things. They were calling him. And they were all claiming to be agents of the government. I believe that, isn't there a law to impersonate an officer of the law? Isn't there like a crime against somebody? Like, when you're doing it as an extortion tactic? Because I don't know. I'm just wondering. If you're presenting yourself as an officer of the law, isn't there a law against that itself? I don't know. Because you're asking for people's personal information. I don't understand. So another thing how I know it started there in California is that something similar happened. I'm not going to say it on here, but I know something similar happened. The people were trying to frame me. They were trying to set me up. The stamps, my grandma's stamps are probably worth a lot of money, but I don't know if it's that or they've been doing something else. And how am I involved in this? I don't know. This is the sad part. Is what is my involvement with what they've done? I don't know. Have they stolen a bunch of money from the government? Have they broken into Fort Knox and is draining it? What are they doing? I don't know. Whatever they're doing is big and it has a lot of money involved in it. This is why they come at me from all these things. And they're trying to get me deported or probably killed. I don't know. This is not something light that's happening. Or, remember I said before, paranoia. That was to make me completely paranoid. Could be the same group of people calling, just 2 or 3 knuckleheads with nothing else to do. Makes you think it's a big, wide, nationwide organization. But the couple I'm mentioning, and their few knucklehead friends. Remember I mentioned the paranoia before. Now that's how it will look. That they have all these people. I know they're not calling from the government. I know they're not, the questions are stupid, and the questions, you don't ask these questions. What do you want to know? You have all my information in front of you, and you're asking me what exactly? What do you want to know? So that's to give me the impression, well, like they're so connected. Like you're in a net and there's no way out. What is that supposed to do? Make me extremely what? Paranoid. Paranoid. They're looking to make us paranoid. They're looking to scare us. They're looking for us to become so paranoid that people believe really we're schizophrenic. We have delusions. We're hearing a voice or voices. We're hearing, people jumping over the fence at the back of their house at night, people walking around, somebody's whistling somewhere. And next, it might be a group of like 5 to 6 people. But the way how they do it, the way how they come at you, is to make you believe they're so connected and you're in this tight web that, well, the only option is to either off yourself or just flee into the woods. I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? I mean, which woods? Where do they want me to go? Where do they want me to go? The couple is Hispanic. Are they going to go back to wherever they come from? Are they going to go back to whichever country they came from? Let's make a deal. Let them go back. And then I might consider, going into the woods. This is America. This is America. I came here because I know it's a safe place to be. I respect law enforcement. They make me feel safe. I grew up in a country that's, you're terrorized by what we call them choke and robbers, bandits, basically. I've seen it from my window all the time. My family got robbed. I got robbed. They burgled our house. Me and my dad would sit up over a month after at night. He took a turn from like 1 to 3. And then I was like from 3 to 5 in the morning. Got to be watching. Got to have somebody awake in the house because we're scared. It was just me and my dad at the time. So I know what it is. So my thing is, when we feel the paranoia, it's take a breath. Take a few breaths. Try to calm down. Try to understand you're not alone. Come on here if you have to. Get in touch, I guess. I don't know if people make themselves available, but just reach out and let someone know. Get I don't know, call some family member or something, or just turn on your TV, do something, but don't let them get you into this heightened paranoid state of mind, which is what they're trying to do, because they want us to act irrationally, belligerently. We're out of control. Drugs, alcohol, mental health, up the wazoo. 1, 2, or all 3 of them, which they do go hand in hand, because when you consume alcohol day after day in large amounts, you start to get delusional at some point, because your reality changes when you're drunk, because your brain starts to function differently. And if you continually train it to be in this drunk state, it's going to stay there at some point. There's going to be a battle between consciousness and this drunk state. Same thing with drugs. That's why they say drugs eat out your mind. That's pretty much what they mean, in my opinion anyway. Because you're in this drugged out state of mind all the time. This is what your brain is seeing. The world through a state of drugs. This is normal now. It's going to go for that, because that's here all the time. One of the things, though, I hate about what these people might be doing, and I'm pretty sure it's true, is that they might be putting things in the air. Like I was telling you, when in California, I was smelling cigarette smoke. Now I was imagine a cigarette, and they put crack in it, and they just leave it burning. And when you inhale that, even if it's traveled some distance, it should have some effect, right? That's what I'm thinking. Why was 2 weeks before I moved out? Okay, I was paranoid, and I said so because I'm a woman who is in tune with my body and my mind. And I remember saying it out loud. I'm paranoid, and I don't know why. I felt like a rape victim. I remember. I don't know if my friend will remember that, but I said that to him. I said I feel like a rape victim, and I just want to go take a shower and scrub and scrub. I was really paranoid, and even while I was looking on Craigslist for apartments in Vegas, I have this one guy. I saw the listing. I contacted him, or I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. He contacted me back, and he's telling me he wants to send me these Google codes that I have to click on and approve them or something like that. I'm like, why? So he know it's me. And I was thinking, well, it's me. We're talking. You don't even know me, because I was wondering what the heck he meant by that. But again, something was wrong, and I don't know what it was. Now, unless I suddenly, for no apparent reason, developed schizophrenia with nothing to really trigger it, nothing abnormal, because nothing happened. Except I was talking to someone, and things were, different next door, which had nothing to do with me, because that was, they're in their house, in their home, I was in mine. I don't understand. Something was wrong, though. But he sent me all the codes. Then next thing, he sent me a text. So you want to watch the house, huh? Just like that. I knew that was, see, that's what they do. That's what they do. So you want to watch the house. I don't know what house. I don't know what house. I don't know what that means. So you want to watch the house. Now I know that wasn't coming from some guy in Vegas. It was coming from right there. It was coming from right there. So I don't know. They do a lot of stupid stuff. And they come at you. See, again, it depends on how much money they're able to get to do this. But why me? Why would they come down so hard on me? Is it my death that will give them a bunch of money? Because let's say this is a government program and they're paid to watch me. Wouldn't be keeping me alive be prolonging their money that they're getting from the government? I don't understand this, because if the government wanted to get rid of me, they wouldn't have a hard time. What's their take? What's their angle? How does this work for them? Because I can understand this. If you lend a man $10,000, right, and you want your money back, if he's dead, you're not going to get jack shit. Wouldn't it be best to you to keep him alive so he can give you back your money at some point? When I say that, I don't mean you have to go and support him and support his baby mama and his kids and his kids, whatever. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, if you put him out of commission, the chances of getting your money back are very nil to none, I call it. So it would be in your best interest to make sure that don't hurt him, let him stay alive, so that at some point you get your money back. So I don't understand what's their deal here. What is it? My death, the government will give them money? I'd like to see which department of the government or which is going to support that. I don't believe that. What I'm trying to say, this is my belief system, and I'm not forcing it on anyone. I don't believe the government is behind some of these things. I really don't believe that, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So there's got to be something that they feel they will gain upon my death. What can that be? If the government is giving them money, well, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you so that you don't get paranoid, and know that they're doing all these things to create this heightened sense of paranoia. So try to keep your cool. Try to reach out if you have to. Just try to stay calm. And know that most of these things, let them be. Do like we see in the movie. Like if you If you're somewhere and you feel like you've seen this person watching you, you can feel it, you can sense it. Like this person say, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how much they paying you per hour?" Just ask them. Say, "How much are they paying you per hour? You hook me up." That's what I would do. At this point, I would do that. I think I would have always done that. Say, "How much are they paying you per hour? Can you hook me up?" That's what I would do. Then they'll be like, well, they wouldn't know what the hell to say, would they? But that, at least that would have been just get something in there, just how stupid it is. But it's not stupid when they're hurting us. That's not stupid. That's really bad, and they need to stop. They really need to stop. This taking people's money without their consent is one. But if they have to resort to killing them to get money, that's a no-no. That's, you cut that shit off right now. No. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. Stealing from people is one thing. But when you're going to torture people and take away their freedom and make them paranoid on top of that and create real problems in addition to fleecing them and taking their money in some way, shape, or form, that's just bad. And mostly they look for people who live alone and who are estranged from their family, because they do the research. They do. And they look for people who maybe some kind of business. They have some kind of business that's successful. And they probably decide one day, well, they want it. But since it's attached to somebody else, well, do the math on that one. But anyway, stay safe.